Alright, I know what y'all are thinking. Kyle, you finally put your books on your bookshelf. And yes, I did. But as you can see, my bookshelf is a little small, hence why some of my books are looking like that. Um, but yep, finally got those up. I'm trying to think if anything else has happened in my life recently. I don't think so. I guess I got a new job. That's kind of cool, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kyle. I am a dude. This is Stitching and Sound, a channel about cross stitch. Now, I know the real question y'all are thinking. Kyle, where have you been? Why haven't you been making videos? And I'm like, y'all, I want to be making videos. However, I don't have time anymore. This is legit the first free time I've had since before I got my new job, which I will talk about here shortly. I just don't have time anymore. And I love that I get messages about people missing me and stuff, but like, I I don't have control over my time really anymore. When I get home from work pretty late anymore, and I have weekends off, but because I don't have really time between when I get home from work and when I go to bed at night, I kind of want to use my weekend for me. So there's that. But I do miss all of you. I miss interacting with you. I have not fallen off the face of the earth. I'm still here. I'm still kind of stitching. Um, but yeah, just know that I want to be making more videos, but I just don't have the time or the patience to. Um, but you know, I do now, and the only reason I have free time now is because I'm heading to the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in about 2 hours. So hopefully this video isn't too long, which I know you guys have been waiting how long for this new video. It's probably not going to be too long, but these are the hands that the powers that be. That's just how things work. Okay. Um, but yes, the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in Amana. Today is Thursday, October 17th, retreat day. I am in retreat mode all the way. I mean, I'm sweating. That's why I got to try to make sure not to lift my arms up too high because you will see the pits. And which will probably mean I'll have to change my shirt before I leave, even though I've already showered. So yeah, I'm going to be going to that. When you see this, the retreat will already be over. Because I need to tack some stuff on to the end of this video of like anything that happened at the retreat. Um, Even though I would like to put it down now, but I'm not gonna. I could make a separate retreat video, but I just don't think between me finishing this and getting it uploaded that I'll have enough time to actually upload it before I leave. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm very excited about that. I will be driving. I'm not driving. I will be carpooling down and then coming back up on Sunday. Very excited. I wish I could tell you more. I'm hosting a pizza party tonight, as far as I know. I wish I could tell you more about the retreat, but you know, the retreat hasn't happened yet. I mean, when you see this, it already has. Verbal diarrhea. Okay. So, new job. I have a new job. As of July 15th, which I will always remember because that is also my little brother's birthday, I got a new job. It's 8 to 5, paid time off. I'm, for the first time ever, using paid time off. That is just so foreign to me. And I've got benefits. I do the things. I help the people. Yeah. Um, I will say though, um, I will always take the congratulations for the new job and stuff. Um, I only ask that people refrain from saying that this is the job that you know, God wanted me to have, or this is the job that I've been waiting for. I would just refrain from using those phrases because I won't acknowledge them. That's just how it is. Not to be negative or anything. I really love my job, but you know, compared to the other ones that I applied for, those ones would have been a little bit more fun. But I like my job. But like I said, just please refrain from using those phrases. Okay. I wish I could tell you more about my job. I mean, it's a desk job, which thank God, and I don't have to worry about other people screwing up, and I don't have to worry about getting called in, and I don't have to worry about, like, wanting to, like, punch the person next to me, because, you know, all of my work is my work. I don't have to rely on somebody else to help me, or, you know, I don't have to rely on another person like I did in my cooking job. Okay? Wish I could say more. I really don't know how much I... Basically, my job is I help insurance companies coordinate medical services and supplies for patients. Isn't that fun? See, it sounds great. It sounds great. It's very stressful some days. Very stressful. But I'm happy. I love the people I work with. Love the, you know, love the environment, love the benefits. I'm not complaining about any of that stuff for sure. Oh, goodness. I really wish I had more of an update on my life. I'm still single, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, my life has not changed. In the however long it's been, 3 months? 3 months that I made a video last. Longer than that. Not a whole lot's happened. I'm slowing down on my stitching. That's all I can say. I'm writing more, which is great. I'm writing at least every morning. I'm not putting limits on how much I'm writing every morning, because I think that's where I failed with some of my other writing programs that I did, or self-help programs with writing. There was like one of them which, you know, it's called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. It helped me a lot. One of the downfalls, I think, was forcing to do 3 pages every morning. And there were some mornings where I didn't get 3 pages in. And I was like, oh, God, I hate myself and stuff. So now my goal is just every morning to write something, which I still need to do this morning. But I wanted to make this video before I headed out. Okay. Shoutouts. I have one shoutout, because let's be real. I don't watch a whole lot of Flosstube anymore. I keep up with my usuals. They know who they are because I comment. So if you see a comment from me, okay, that's not true. Some people I won't comment. I just watch my usuals. Like, I don't have a lot of time for newer Flosstubes, which I apologize for, but I would be doing a disservice if I did not, like other people, shout this person out, because I truly feel like her and I are soulmates. You know, she already knows who she is. We're talking about Ellen Reed, Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. If you don't know her, please go watch her. She does have a little bit of language sometimes. Maybe not as much as I used to. But it's there. She's fun, she's funny, she cracks me up. She makes all of the mistakes every video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Ellen, you know that's a joke, even though you know it's true. Her and I are soulmates. I know she's talked about, you know, who the other Flosstuber girls that she's gonna marry, but let's be real, this is the only important one. Just kidding. But for real though, Ellen. Almost had a chance to see her. She was in Tama, Iowa a couple of weeks ago, and by a couple of weeks ago, I mean 3 months ago, when I was still at my old job, and of course she was playing the last weekend I had to work at my job. And the night she was playing, I had to be up at 4 the next morning, and I also didn't have transportation there. So I unfortunately missed out on the opportunity of being able to say that I was the first one to be able to meet Ellen Reed in person and just have it all just happen. Just so you know, when the day happens, when her and I finally like cross paths and stuff, I mean, we're looking. It's basically comparable to the second coming of Jesus Christ. Okay, for real though, y'all are here for stitching. Surprisingly, I actually worked on stitching. I know I said I slowed down, which is true. I have slowed down a lot, which is why I sort of been spackling on the projects I've worked on. Some of them I'm not showing because I literally would put in like 5 stitches and then put it away. So let's start with the one I've worked on the least. Oh yeah, go watch Ellen. I'll tag her below. This is Harriet Hartland from Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And of course, I just had to do that. Does it look dark in here? It might look dark in here. So that's all I got. I think, what did I complete? I completed this flower right here, and this flower right here, and then some of the wording that was left over. This is just page 1. If you haven't ever stitched a Hands Across the Sea Samplers, the charts are very, very nice sizes. But, you know, one page of a Hands Across the Sea sampler is probably like 2 pages of a regular chart. So, like, you know, don't be fooled when I say that was only page 1, because there's like there's just a lot, you know, big stuff on the page. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm very rusty. Very rusty. Okay. Next. I worked on Game of Swans by Long Dog Samplers. I'm starting in the middle, or I started in the middle, rather. And the center motif is done, kind of. I know there's like swans and stuff and all that fun stuff. I hope I don't need it. Do I need to turn on a light? I had the light on before I had actually started the video, but like it like put some weird glares. I think this is okay. So yeah, I got, you know, I'm doing a mix between the called for DMC and GAST threads for this one. This is on just like a 32 count Joblin, I think. Or Luga. It's an even weave. It's a 32 count. That's what I'm stitching on. So some of them I replaced with, or not replaced, but I used the called for Gentle Arts threads. And then some of them I'm using the DMC for, because I didn't want to spend the money to do all in Gentle Arts. Because let's be real, why would you? Why? And Harriet Heartland is on a 32 count light mocha linen, all DMC. All DMC. I ain't messing around with no silks. Okay, next one. I pulled her out. I whipped this one out just a little bit for a little while. I don't really know what all was accomplished between when I pulled this one out and what you're going to look at. But this is, I was in the mood, I have random moods to stitch on Athena from Mirabilia. Oh yeah, if we pull it back, we can see the colors. Yes. So if I recall correctly, I think what I got done was just this part of her dress. And I'll tell you what, I quickly discovered how much I never want to use. Picture this plus fabric again. Because I remember when I started stitching this out, how much I was struggling to like find the hole. Giggity. And but like I guess I like just didn't think about it at the time because I don't know, I just didn't think about it at the time. And then when I finally pulled her back out, I was like, wow, I'm like not stitching very well on this fabric. And it's supposed to be 32 count dusk. Picture this plus Lugana. But it definitely, like, there was some shrinkage. You could tell. Shrinkage everywhere. And, yeah. So, if I ever buy a hand-dyed fabric again, I'm just hand-dyeing 28 count something, and I don't like the darker colors. Because okay, here's the weird thing. I can see the holes fine on black fabric. There's something about dark, slightly modeled fabric, or linen, Lugana, even wave, whatever, hand-dyeds, that just, I can't do it, and I don't know why. I had to abandon another project because I was just like, no, I can't. Okay. Next one. This one I started shortly after I got my new job because I was like, you know what? I am going to treat myself to a new job, new start. And I have made lots of progress on this. Sorry, I'm just going. Okay. This is Serenity's Garden from Dimensions Gold. And here's how far I am. Isn't she just... Can you even? Because the amounts of even that aren't... Just, I can't. I don't have any back stitching in. Right now, most of this design is half stitching, which is just great. Makes it all go very fast. Gives it a little bit more, you know, texture in a weird way. But there are full crosses spackled in there. Most of the full crosses are going to be like, there's flowers around. You saw the picture. You can go back. The flowers have full cross. As far as what else has full cross, I have no idea. But, yes, I don't know if I'm taking this to the retreat or not. Do you ever find yourself, when you're doing, like, half stitches, that you kind of have to, like, recheck your counting a couple of times? Just because you're missing that one corner that has a stitch, so you're like, wait, is that this stitch? Or... Right? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. Okay, I have one more whip that I will show you at the end of the video, because I don't want to get up and turn off my camera. This is the one that got my stitchy bug back, and it's Sleeping Beauty by Mirabilia. And once this video is over, I will tack on another video with me showing my Sleeping Beauty. Let's go on to haul. For me being gone 3.5 months, don't have a lot of haul. My spending towards cross-stitching has, like, plummeted. Like, remember those videos when I would have, like, literally 8 months worth of haul within 1 week? Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Does not happen anymore. Because I just, you know, I don't buy cross-stitching anymore. But, you know what? We're going to show you what I got. First off, we're going to show you... What is happening? We're going to show you recently out of print, Rose Arbor by Mirabilia. Mirabilia Design 48. Ooh! I have more haul. Hold on. Because this didn't get shown in the video. Okay, just had to whip that out quick. We'll show that at the end. Recently out of print as of just a couple of days ago. This is the companion piece to Rose of Sharon. So what I want to do is get the exact same fabric I got for Rose of Sharon and stitch Rose Arbor on that same fabric and then display them side by side on a wall whenever that actually happens. Okay, next up, another out of print. Y'all, I'm down to 2. Nora Corbett's Violet. And I got this for a steal. I got this 32 count, a fat quarter of 32 count even weave, and the beads for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. Do not believe the people when you say you cannot find good stuff on the Facebook Marketplace. I found it on the Facebook Marketplace. Brand new. This is the second time I've had this pattern in my possession, and I did not think I was going to get it again. The first time I had it, I got it from my lovely friend, Harriet, Stitch by Stitch Recovery, because this was her unicorn. And I'm like, I don't care for the Nora Corbetts. But then after a while, I'm like, I kind of like being able to say that I have all the out of print, so let's try to find it again. So I found it again. I'm now down to 2 Nora Corbett designs that are out of print, and I don't have easily the 2 hardest. We're talking the Emerald Dragonfly and Tiger Lily. And if anybody has those and wants to give them to me, notice I said give, not sell, let me know. I guess you could sell them to me. Do not offer me a price of $100, because I will tell you you're crazy. Never going to pay that much for a design, especially when it would take a week to stitch. Not going to pay it. Love you all. This one I had found. Ooh, actually, while we're on Mirabilia, let's. Not the newest release that just came out 2 days ago, but this one 2 months and 2 days ago. This is by far, in the time that I have been stitching, just in general, my favorite release Nora Corbett has ever put out, like, as far as new releases. And this is Garden Prelude. I mean, I'm not going to say about. I actually, a little bit, lost control of my bowels when I saw the release of this. You talk about dead on the floor. I'm telling you that I was already 3 years in the grave. That's how dead I was when this came out. I mean, just the evens. And, as far as I can tell, she is not white. She is of Asian descent. Pardon the glare. But just the evens. I mean, I can't. Just all of the evens. So I almost bought everything to start this. However, I like waiting a few months to see if a chart correction comes out for the new designs. That's why, all of my stitching, the most recent Mirabilia I'm stitching is Athena, and she was released a decade ago. So, there's that. I found this kit on Stash Unload, and y'all, once you see it, you're gonna understand why I needed to get this immediately. This is my first Busilla kit, and it's an heirloom collection. And I got this for $15. I mean, it's unopened, but it's got some shelfware to it. But it's better than the $50 or $60 I saw for this on eBay. This is Mother and Child. I mean, the evens. You can see why I needed this. I mean, it says Mother and Child, so I'm assuming that's Mary and baby Jesus. I'm just gonna say that's who it is. It's the Madonna and baby Jesus, and from what I heard, Busilla kits are especially the heirloom collections, are much more difficult than a gold collection from the Dimensions. What is this? Trying to see what is the 28 count mushroom even weave. So, then we got that. I mean, the evens. I don't know when I'm going to start that, but it's so beautiful. So there's that. And then finally, McKenna, 1884 Stitchery. You know her, you love her. You don't know her, you don't know her, get to know her, get to love her, because she's not going anywhere, nobody wants her to. And thank God for that, you know what I mean? Shortly after 1884 Stitchery went live, she had posted a couple of dimensions kits. And one of them I was immediately drawn to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just gotta wait one more day. I get paid tomorrow. Gotta wait one more day. I can get this. Following day comes. It was bought. Somebody bought it. And you know what? I don't blame them. I do not blame them. And I am talking about Dimensions Gold Collection Windswept Traveler. There is something, I mean, come now. There is something about a Santa Claus not in traditional red clothing that is just very appealing to me. I like blue regardless. I believe this is also sold as just a standard chart as Windy St. Nick? Something like that. And so I posted this on the In Search cross-stitching charts page on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, saw this one time, would really love it again. First commenter, hey, I've got it. PM me. I did, and I got it. So I've been tempted. Threads are sorted. I sorted them. There's something about the hanks that you get with old Dimensions kits and sorting the floss. It's just so much fun. Kef knows what I'm talking about. She knows all about hanks. One day we will sort hanks together, Kef. It's gonna happen. StitchCon next year. It's happening. So yes, I want to start this when I can. We'll see when. I do have a lot of other stuff that I am stitching, even though I'm not stitching as much. That's weird. Okay. So there's that. I'm very happy to have that. There is, I believe, I don't know if you'd call it a companion, but it is called Windswept Santa, and it is the traditional red coat Santa, but it's just not, that one's just not as appealing to me. I like the color red, but I like it better when it's blue. If that makes sense. Okay, finishes. Y'all, I've got technically 3 finishes. 2 of them I can't show you. 1 of them I can't show you. 2 of them I can't show you. 1 of them I can't show you because it's a gift. Another one I can't show you is because it was a reproduction sampler that I have model stitched for Michelle Bendy Stitchy of Bendy Stitchy Designs. It is now released. It is the SI reproduction sampler. I will post a direct link to that below. I know it's going to be a little bit before she actually has it on her website, but the link I will post will be for... I believe her website posts the links of where you can find it as far as cross-stitching shops go. So that's what's going to happen. But I do have 1 finish, and I figure since I'm going to be putting this out after the retreat, and that it's not fully finished as of yet, and it looks like part of the frame. Sorry. Okay. I was guilted by Michelle Ruedy to partake in the Smalls Exchange for the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat. Brenda Gervais Designs. There's a reason I don't do Smalls Exchanges. I don't like finishing. Hate it. I finished that one project for my mom. That was good enough. I never want to do another finish ever again. And I'm still in that situation, because as of right now, not headed to the retreat yet, this still ain't finished. So I'm okay with showing you the non-finished part, because it's going to look a little bit better, hopefully soon. But I did Snow for Christmas from Brenda Gervais. Wrinkles and all. Whoever gets this is going to have to love it. Okay, so everything was converted. I did not have a single called for color on here. I used a combination of DMC, color and cotton, and sulky threads. Don't ask me what the conversion is, because I don't even know what my conversion is. I don't remember, but I know that the Santa's coat is a sulky thread. The green is a sulky thread. And then I don't know. But as you can see, I have started to finish it. I gave the sheep a little bell and gave Santa a little rope that attaches to the sled. This was a very easy stitch. Very, very easy, very, very quick. Even though from start to end time it was about 3 weeks. I mean, in total this took me 3 days. Like, I finished the snowman in 1 day. And then a week or two went by and I started doing Santa and the sheep. And then another week went by and I finished it. So yep, I'm going to Hobby Lobby on the way to the retreat. I need something to cover this back. So yeah, that's the one finish I have. I mean, that I can show you. The other finish is a gift. Yeah. What else? I've been reading The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, book 1 of 14 of the Wheel of Time series. Y'all, the evens. This, every time I finish a book, this book stares at me. And it's like, read me. And the reason I never do, because I'm already elbow deep in like 5 other fantasy series that aren't finished. And I'm like, I really can't start another one. Well, I guess I did. So, finished that. I'm not finished. I'm 200 pages in. It's a great book. I wish I could tell you what it's about. I am terrible. You will find this out from me. If you ever want to talk about books and you want to have a book ruined for you because I don't know how to summarize, come talk to me. I can't tell you how many people have not read suggestions I gave to them because I just made the book sound terrible. So go read a summary yourself if you want. Another book, if I can reach it. Don't look at. I got this in the mail. Not on the day of the release, but y'all know my obsession with Patti Smith. This is called Year of the Monkey. 2016 was the Year of the Monkey. And this book is about the year 2016, especially with all of the political stuff that happened in 2016. It's a very... I read it in one sitting. Patti Smith is my favorite. She's my favorite. I adore her writing. Her writing is what gets me writing. Her book, Just Kids, if you have not read, you need to read it. Even if you know nothing about Patti Smith, read her autobiography. Well, it's more of a memoir. Her memoir of Just Kids, because it's beautifully written. It's a beautifully written memoir. And You're the Monkey was beautifully written. And yeah, I'm trying to see if I have anything else. This is a short video. I don't even know what else I would show. I could take my shirt off. Y'all don't want to see that. Or do you? No, you don't. I'm trying to think. Ooh, wait. I actually do have something I can show. I actually have 2 more 3 stash acquisitions I can show. Give me 1 second. Are y'all in there? All right. Okay, I love my best friend. She was thrifting one day and she found these pieces in the thrift store. This one's cute. It says feed the birds. Somebody tell me what this is as far as the design goes. Found this in the thrift store and it is just cute. And on the back, and it says Love Mom 1997. Happy birthday, Laura. Stitched with love. Mom W. 11/24/97. Aww. And this was this was framed in Witt's Custom Framing in Elkader, Iowa. I want to track down the person that stitched this, or who this was intended for, because this is cute. And if you want it back, I'll give it to you. And then she also found, this one's more just like a whole bunch of back stitching. There's no cross stitching on it. I'm trying to think of what kind of fabric this was. It looks like worn. Recipe for friendship. Look how cute that is. You want to read? I can't read backwards. Recipe for friendship. Combine the following ingredients: 2 people or more, 2 cups conversation, 1 teaspoon sharing, 2 teaspoons caring, sprinkle a few tears, 1 cup of laughter, and for the best results, mix frequently. Serves 2 or more for a lifetime. Oh, isn't that cute? I love my best friend. So I think of her when I see that. Then my other little piece of stash. I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form. Not religious. But I had to get this when I was at Goodwill one day. Isn't it just, as Debbie Bernheisel would say, isn't this just darling? We've got all of the stuff that's happening. We got the angel. We've got who I assume is baby Jesus. And just and just the wiggle of the lantern. Oh, heavens. Almost literally. Can you even? I did not take this into work, even though I wanted to decorate my desk with it, but I didn't want people to get the idea that I'm, like, a Jesus freak or something. I'm not. You would think so, though, wouldn't you? I almost brought over my cross to show you. Not cross-stitching, my cross. So yeah, that's that. Y'all, I really wish I had more to talk with you about, but I do have, I got stuff I gotta do. I do got stuff, especially before the retreat happens, before I leave for that. I still gotta pack. I want, alright, let's get serious. I want everybody, including Flosstubers. Flosstubers, if you're watching this, I want you to do this. Okay, this one's directed to Floss. Okay, first off, people commenting. Leave me a comment below. As you're watching this, look around you. What is something in the room, or just in your general vicinity, that brings you that little bit of happiness? What brings you that little bit of happiness? Flosstubers. Flosstubers, on your next video, I got a Facebook. Okay. Flosstubers, if you're watching this before your next video, I challenge all of you, at the end of your video, just to end on the highest of notes, without any illegal paraphernalia, including acid. Not that kind of high. But I want you to end your videos on the highest of notes by also just stating one thing that you know you can look at and just makes you happy. What is it that makes me happy? whenever I FaceTime my mom. I don't get to see my family very often. So that's why, and unfortunately, FaceTiming my mom has gone down a lot since I got this new job because by the time I'm off work, she's in bed. Because she works third shift, so she doesn't get up until about 9:45, and I'm already in bed by that point, unfortunately. And so just if I'm feeling really low after a day of work, I'm like, I gotta call my mom. And so just seeing my mom on FaceTime, even though I can't see her in person, brings me lots and lots of joy. All right, my friends. Brenda at Handwork Maniac, you might want to tune out because I'm about to swear. I'm about to sign off. I want everybody just to keep being amazing. Let those fucks fly and let them fly high. You want to like at least get a good like what are the football, a good turn on the fuck that you're flinging out there. Give it wings. Feed it Red Bull. Feed your fucks Red Bull. Let them fuckers fly. Okay. And as always, for real, if you're not doing this for me, do it for. If you're not going to do this for me, do this for my dear Bob Floss, Caroline off the Grid Needle Arts. If you're not going to do it for me, do it for her. Just please say no to acid. I mean, this is all I'm asking, other than asking you to put a comment of happy things below. Just in the name of all things Bob Floss and Letitia and my dear Jessie Marie, just say no to acid. Thank you. Okay, I now have to get ready. I will show you my Sleeping Beauty whip. I'm on my way to the Midwest retreat. Roommate is Michelle Bendy. I'm excited to meet people. I'm excited to see people. I'm very excited to see people. Retreat mode. Let's go. All right. Love you all. Like I said, I don't know when I'm going to be back. I honestly don't. So, please don't send me messages saying, hey, are you still doing Flosstube? Or hey, when's your next video? Because either one, I'm not going to respond to it, or two, I'm just going to tell you I don't have time. So, for future times, if there's another long gap between my next video, just know that I still don't have time to make a video. Okay. I love you all. Bye-bye. Alright, just thought I'd show you this before totally sign off. This is Sleeping Beauty. I have a love-hate relationship with this lovely piece. This is stitched technically on 28 count Star Sapphire from Witchelt. I had ordered a 32 count, but it was not until I had a good chunk of this thing stitched when I realized these stitches look really big. And I measured, and it's a 28 count. 123 Stitch was so kind to send me a replacement piece of another fabric of my choosing, of a 32 count. And so I'm using that fabric currently for my Angel the New Dawn. Anywho, I had not touched this for a good year because I didn't want to, because I knew that I was not going to have enough room on either side. Now, one day I'm like, the only thing I wanted to stitch on, this was last week, was Sleeping Beauty. Because my stitchy bug was so far gone that they basically started writing their novels under a different name. So I took this out, and I mean, all of this was done in a week. I only had like this, I mean, there's some on the other side of the scroll rod, but like, I only had like this little bit here done when I pulled it back out. I finished all of this in a little over a week, which I'm very happy with myself. Now, before I started stitching on it again, I took a needle and some thread and started gridding the pattern because I wanted to see truly how much room I would have at the end of each side. And I counted how many grids I had, or like how many 10 by 10 squares of the chart I needed to go over, and I did that many. So I thought, because when I had measured, and this isn't where I measured to, but my calculations told me that I would be okay right about here, and I would have a good 3/4 of an inch of fabric on the side. I'm like, yes, I can start stitching again. Well, then I get to her hair, and I'm stitching, and I just keep stitching. I am that close to the edge. You want to know what the funny thing is? I still have one other stitch to do on this side. Posted this on some Facebook pages. They're like, count your losses, or cut your losses and start again. Yeah, that's not happening. I put way too much work in this. I am not starting again. I'm stubborn. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to just stitch all of her, because I'm just going to show you a little bit of the chart here. There is a frame that outlines the entire piece. So I'm just going to stitch her to start with. See what it looks like. See how much fabric I have on the right side. And then I'm going to go from there. And if I need to rechart her surroundings, that's no big deal. Because I'm going to show you another piece of the chart here. The frame is it's consistent. So I could easily, chop blank spaces if I need to. So yes, that is where I'm at. She is the only thing I really even care to stitch on right now. I'm not taking her to Midwest because maybe I should. Because her face is here, and I need to work on that skin. That sounded like Buffalo Bill. Something he would say. Anyway, you stared at this long enough. Just thought I would show you that. This is my other whip. Only thing I cared about stitching on. Like I said, it really reignited my stitchy bug. And yeah. Alright. If everything goes according to plan, after this, you will now see Midwest retreat stuff. Okay, I love you all. Say no to acid. Okay, bye. Hey there, family. Are you ready for the worst retreat recap of your life? I didn't take any pictures or videos. I had no cell service in Amana, Iowa. So I get the privilege of being able to try to recount the Midwest cross-stitch retreat without the help of pictures. So here we go. I'm going to start out by saying that I am drinking locally brewed Amana maple bacon hot chocolate. It's really good. It tastes like hot chocolate with bacon in it. Okay, we gotta try to make this fast because I don't have a lot of storage on my phone. As you can see, I have a new hat for my videos. Where should we begin? First day of the retreat was Thursday. My lovely friend Iris drove me down. We had lunch at the Ramsburg, or I don't know what it's called. Something German. And then after lunch, that was around 12:30, finally I made my way over to the retreat center, where I walked in to a room full of people that I know and love dearly. Some I've never met before, some I've already met at the previous retreat. One person in particular that I didn't meet until this retreat was the lovely Julie Gulf Coast Stitches. She was the second person I hugged, I think. I don't remember. It's blurry. And then Michelle Farmgirl, I think, was the second person I didn't know or have met prior to this that I talked to next. Yeah, so that afternoon was spent just talking to whomever. I'm just gonna spoil this. I didn't stitch at all, because it was just me forgetting things. And not only did I forget to bring things I wanted to stitch, I forgot to bring my brag stuff. So nobody got to see my sampler, even though a lot of people wanted to see the sampler. I didn't bring it. So, and then I wanted to stitch on And They Sin, but didn't remember it. A man of corn nuts. Got those on the last day. So Thursday was a lot of hanging out and chilling. We visited me, Julie, and Robbie, who I finally got to meet, along with Julie, went to Chocolate Shop. Got some chocolates there. And Thursday night was the only night where we didn't have a dinner catered to us. And I had offered... No, hold on. I didn't offer anything. A couple of weeks before the retreat started, I had posted on the event page saying, hey, if nobody has Thursday plans, there is a Casey's Pizza, Casey's General Store in Amana. If you want gas station pizza, go have gas station pizza. To which Lisa Smith gave me a whole lot of shit about, because she doesn't understand how gas station pizza is that good. And as I told Lisa before, she just doesn't understand. Well, one day, I'm going on Facebook, and I see that I'm tagged in a post by Michelle Ruedy. And I'm just thinking, she's tagged me in this for whatever reason. I was volunteered by her to host a Casey's Pizza party Thursday night. And, I would do anything for Michelle. So, Thursday night was a Casey's Pizza party at the Price Creek Retreat Center. And, Lisa, she said it was okay, but you could tell she was in love with that stuff. Even though she only had, 2 pieces of pizza, but you could tell she wanted more. Because how could you not? Casey's is a Brenda, handwork maniac, if you're watching, I'm gonna swear. Casey's is a fucking Midwest delicacy. Okay? So, then my roommate, Michelle Bendy, arrived midway through the Casey's Pizza party. First time I got to meet her. Hugged. I was complete. The Price Creek Event Center, where this was held, was very lovely. Very lovely place. And the owner's, the wife's name was Yana. I don't remember the husband. I don't ever remember the husband being there. She could not have been any more sweet. She was so helpful. She asked if we needed anything. I mean, the amount of evens I couldn't with her, she was just sweet. So, not a whole lot happened Thursday night, you know, because the official retreat start date was Thursday, or Friday, rather. And let's see here. So Thursday we checked into our bed and breakfast, to which I was getting, now I felt bad because I wanted to get Bendy something, because we're roommates. I wanted to give her like a roommate gift. But I didn't, because I didn't, you know, I'm a bad person. But she gave me this lovely Love You More Studio bag, map of the world. And inside I found this bar of soap, Levi's Latte. Smells good. And she gave me my copy of the SI 1849 reproduction sampler, as model stitched by. So, you know, I get the privilege of saying that I stitched this without ever seeing the official copy. So, that was that. Friday was a whole lot of me talking to people. I talked to a lot of people on Friday. Lunch and dinner Friday and Saturday was catered by Fat Daddies. Let's see, Friday's lunch was Mexican. Oh, girl. I needed some Tums after that. And then dinner on Friday was, what did we have for dinner? A barbecue buffet? I think. But I'm trying to think of what I even did on Friday. I think I stayed and talked. I didn't explore. Oh. I know what Friday was. Friday was the day that Brenda Gervais opened her shop for us. So I'm going to show you now what I got from her shop. First off, I got this now. This is just decorative. I'm never using it. Wax in the shape of a beehive. Isn't that cute? A little bee on top. And then this retreat exclusive Jack Frost bubble thing. It's like a semi-kit. It doesn't have any floss or linen, but it's got like the beads and stuff. And then I got Faith of the Heart. And I want to stitch this. Quaker handwork. I mean, obviously I want to stitch these. I bought them. Then I bought this big one, the Harriet Elizabeth Co. sampler. And then retreat exclusive for a little bit anyway. A little freebie. Souvenirs of the Heart, Autumn in Amana. Isn't that cute? I don't know when else does that. But yeah, that's all I got in her shop. And I felt bad, but like, yeah. Now I kind of feel bad that that's all I got. Because there's a lot of good stuff in there, but good lord. Freebie stuff. Okay. Wait, hold on. I got another gift. I got more gifts. Robbie. You know who she is. She's famous. Just gave me 6 project bags because I had mentioned in passing that I didn't have any. So she just gave me 6 project bags. One of the freebies, because Michelle forgot to put it on the table. I got this there. I don't know when I'm going to stitch that, but that's fun. And then what I picked up now, y'all, there's 2 designs I picked up off the freebie table. I got this Nora Corbett Little Snowy Lavender Church. And this Told in the Garden. I don't know what this one's called. But that was on the freebie table. My quilt. And then I'm looking, I'm like, are those Victorian Motto sampler threads? Yes, they are. On the freebie table. See, there's Marble Purples, Castle Tapestry, and Twilight Blue. Isn't that fun? I'm just sliding those in one of my project bags. Another freebie I got was a needle miter from Teresa Vanette, who I had a really good talk with. I thought it was a bottle of whiskey, but apparently it's a bottle of poison. And Pretty Southern Linda Joe gave us all lovely little, cute little orc container things. My 4th one is somewhere. She gave us 4. Yeah. And I don't remember if this was Friday or a Saturday night, but I'm gonna say it was Saturday, but it might have been Friday. Michelle Ruedy starts handing things out to people. Oh, this was Saturday. Okay, so Friday night. So Friday night we had barbecue for a lot of talking on Friday. Okay, Friday's over. Saturday. We're scheduled at some point to have a talk with Brenda Gervais in a class. Maybe she did get this stuff on Friday. She gave us this stuff on Friday. So okay. Farm girl Michelle Ruedy is walking around and gives us all hand-sewn project bags. And she did 75 of them for all of us. She had asked me if I wanted one a little more masculine, but I'm like, no, don't give me special treatment. I'm fine. And she's like, all right. Fabric looks like that. Inside the project bag, there's a little needle case tin thing, or just to put whatever in there. These beautiful scissors. Just what I need. More scissors. This, I thought it was a creative pack of cigarettes, but it's like a little stitchy journal notepad thing. And then she gave us these cool, decorative, giant ass bobbins. Here we got a thimble. It looks like a decorative bird cage. Some scissors. A sewing machine. And a spool. So, isn't that fun? She was so sweet. Oh, and Humble Bumble Stitcher sent 75 little scissor fob things. Mine was a bat. I know that there was also a flower one and a spider. If there's more than that, I don't know. So there's that. And then Saturday. Saturday was the exciting day. That sounded bad. All of the days were exciting. Saturday was the day when we got to have our class with Teresa. Not Teresa, Brenda. Sorry. Y'all know who I meant. So, earlier in the day, Michelle and Lisa and Lori helped hand out all of these kit exclusives. Little Red House Sampler 2019 cross stitch retreat pattern. Okay. In this, so our class was to show us how to make this cute little scissor fob and this cute little pin. She gave a good hour-and-a-half talk about samplers that you had to be there to witness. Me describing that talk, just it's you know, it's not even a taste of what she talked about. I mean, she went through the whole timeline of the history of samplers, and it was a beautiful presentation. And Brenda had all of her samplers behind her, and it was one of the few times I could post something to Instagram. But after that, we went to lunch, and when we came back, we made the scissor fob and the pin. Also in the kit, let me get it out, are instructions how to make this thing and this needle book, to which we were provided enough floss for both, a little tin to put in that one thing, and then the spool to sort of set it on. The fabric and embellishments for both. What else am I missing? And then the retreat exclusive, the Little Red House Sampler, to which I am going to stitch. Ooh, and I got it signed. I got it signed by Brenda. You know, I wanted to just shout that out, just to spite Kefren Bernheisel, because she wasn't there, and I was. I got to meet Brenda, and she didn't. So, that's for you, Kev. So yeah, it's just a lovely kit here. Now, if you guys are bored, because I don't know how to properly talk about a retreat, it's because I don't know how to properly talk about a retreat. So yes, that was, I love it. I can't wait to start that stuff. Let's see, what else? What am I missing? Saturday night? Oh, Saturday lunch was a deli buffet. Saturday night was just a wonderful dinner with chicken and beef tips and mashed potatoes. Oh my god, it was so good. So good. Saturday night was also Smalls Exchange. And lovely Michelle, not Michelle Bendy, but Michelle, who's another retreat goer, I got hers. And I love it. I'm excited because, I mean, I thought there was going to be chocolate in here, but there's not. But I'm excited because I know what I'm already going to use this for. And she also just included a skein of Weekstywers pumpkin. So, that's exciting. Donna from Stitching and Doodah, she got my small, and I'm never doing a smalls exchange again because that was a pain in my ass. I'm glad she got it though. I mean, she got glitter everywhere, but I'm glad she got it. Ooh. I also with the small came a cute little card. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to say, Thursday, we were treated to the loveliest History of Amana by one of the locals. His name was Peter, and boy, can he tell a story. We were all captivated. I mean, I was ready to get up. I mean, I was wanting to talk to people. I'm like, I don't want to hear an hour story about this place, but you know what? Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. And then, you know, Saturday was bittersweet because a lot of people, you know, I'm not going to see for a while. And a lot of people I'm also not going to see for another year. So I really tried to talk to as many people as I could. Marlene, Stitching by the Lake, was there, and Carol Saltbuck Stitcher was there. They were the next two on my list that I wanted to have a good, like, hour-long conversation with, but due to the class running long and the smalls exchange, it just, there wasn't time. And I'm glad they both were able to stop in Sunday morning, because Sunday the retreat center was open from 8 a.m. until noon. Luckily, they both stopped in, so I'm really happy I got to see them before they headed out. So me, Michelle Bendy, Julie, Gulf Coast, and Robbie, we stayed on one side of the Touch of Home Bed and Breakfast, and they will say in their videos how amazing that breakfast was every morning, and just how caring they were. So I'm thinking I might stay there again next year, because next year, that's where the Midwest retreat's going to be again. I had to pick up some fudge from the chocolate shop. Oh, heavens. Oh, heavens. They got great coffee, and damn, did they have some good chocolate. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, because we can't hear people are home. But I also want to be the first one to give a retreat update. And I'm going to say now, I set the bar really low. Oh, on Saturday, Pam from Just Keep Stitching, myself, and Marcy. If you don't know Marcy, you better go to a retreat to meet Marcy. We went to the local beer brewery, Millstream Brewery, and we had a couple beers there, and at one point Marcy walks out with these hats. And at first I'm thinking, oh, she just saw them inside and wanted us to wear them. No, she bought these for me and Pam. And I'm just thinking, oh, Marcy. So, her, Pam, and I had a really good talk over a couple of beers. I wish I would have talked to Lisa more. I wish Lisa would have started True Wisdom. I wish Lisa would have eaten more of my Casey's pizza. I wish Lisa would have given me more shit. Lisa and I did send a video to Lindy Stitches, though. Because Stephanie, Lindy Stitches, and I sent Lisa a video at StitchCon, so... I'm really bad at summarizing, hence why I never tell people about books or try to summarize books, because then they won't want to read them. Speaking of Lindy Stitches, we had all these at our table, which I already have. But yeah, if you guys, and that's it. And then I drove home with, I had lunch Sunday with Holly, Anita, and Kathy. Kathy's not a Flosstuber. Even though Holly and Anita and I live in the same town, first time I met Holly, and oh word, she's a hoot. I mean, y'all know she's a hoot from their videos, but you had to experience Holly and Anita in person. So I want to say more names, but I don't want to leave anybody out. Met Lori and Lisa for the first time, Lori Textilist, and I love her dearly. Suzette Primitive Stitcher, met her for the first time. Met Linda Jo for the first time. I don't remember who else I met for the first time. Jen I met for the first time. I met Candy. Candy Atkins again. Love her dearly. I'm just trying to think of the people. Met Felicity Stitches for the first time. Teresa Vanetta met for the first time. Michelle Bandy, I already said that. It was a great time. I just wish it was more time. I had the worst retreat hangover today. And I'm excited to do it again. Because like I told Michelle Ruedy, once I got in, I ain't giving my spot up. So, I think that's everything. I'm probably missing things. And like I said, others will do better updates than I am. You gotta give me a break. I'm a little rusty. It's been 3.5 months since I've made a video. So, give me a break. I wish I would have talked more with Brenda Gervais, honestly. Next year. Next year I'll talk to her more. Next year I'll talk to her more. Alright. As always, keep being amazing, let those fucks fly. I forgot there was a cat in here. And say no to acid. And if you're wondering why I'm talking, if you can't hear me, I'm sorry I'm talking so slow, or so low. There are people in the house. But like I said, I wanted to be the first to do an update video. If you guys have any questions about the retreat, leave them below and I will answer them all. So until next time, I love you all. Bye-bye.